Dr. O'Keefe, what role does nutrition and diet play in the development of coronary artery disease?
Nutrition and diet are among the most important elements of staying healthy from the heart standpoint. For instance, humans for eons never had any heart disease, ever. And it wasn't that they were different people than we were. They were genetically essentially the same folks we are today. But it's just that we are living in such a different world, and a big part of that different world is the fact that we're eating a diet that's very different than anything that we've eaten for the majority of the time that humans were on the planet. For example, 75% of the calories that you and I eat every day weren't an option for our ancestors 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and especially 1,000 years ago. And people say, well, who cares? 1,000 years ago, those people were very different than I am today. I'm a person in the 21st century, and we're living space-age lifestyles. But the reality is, we are really genetically the same people we were 1,000 years ago. And like all organisms on Earth, we're genetically designed to thrive in the environment for which we're adapted. The problem is, the environment that we're adapted for is a world that is gone forever. So a big part of getting back to healthy from the standpoint of the heart and the blood pressure, and even things like weight and preventing diabetes, has to do with realigning our lifestyle today with the lifestyle our ancestors lived in that long bygone world. So in that context, although we are living with computers and automobiles and drinking Cokes and eating donuts, we are really designed to be eating the bounty that's gathered like our hunter-gatherer ancestors did from natural foods and wild animals and wild plants. When we eat the way we're eating today, we're basically like fish out of water. We are doing things that are completely foreign to our genetic identity. And we've learned, just like the zookeepers learned when they're trying to keep an ailing giraffe healthy in the Kansas City Zoo, and they're trying to figure out why the animal isn't thriving, they just go back to the plains of Serengeti and figure out what that animal was eating back then and what kind of activity pattern it was. And they bring it back here, and they can make that giraffe thrive again. So the simple answer to the question is, what diet is best for us today? It's the same diet our ancestors ate. And you know what? In modern-day America, you can eat that way any day, anywhere in America. It's just a matter of using the right discipline and understanding what you need to eat. And we know what that is, and it's pretty simple.